Your cat has lived with you for years, and you think you know everything about her. Some facts about them sound completely impossible, almost like science fiction. Cats can recognize their own names, dream while sleeping, see in near total darkness, and some can even find their way home from hundreds of miles away. And the truth behind how they do it is waiting at the very end. 10 unusual cat facts that will completely change the way you see your...
Can cats recognize their own name? It can, and it's been scientifically proven. A study published in 2019 showed that cats distinguish their own name from other words and from the names of other cats in the household. They turn their ears, move their head, or flick their tail in response to their name, even when it's spoken by a complete stranger. Which means your cat absolutely knows when you're calling her. The surprising part is this. Recognizing a name and responding to it are two completely different things. Your cat hears you perfectly well. She just decides whether coming to you is worth the effort, or if staying on the couch sounds better.
Why do cats always land on their feet? A cat can fall backward off a shelf, twist itself in midair within fractions of a second, and land perfectly on all four paws. It looks impossible, but it's real science. Inside a cat's inner ear is a vestibular system that instantly detects body position during a fall. The moment the brain realizes the body is upside down, the righting reflex activates. First, the head rotates. Then the front half of the body follows. Then the back half twists to match. And the cat's extremely flexible spine allows both halves of the body to rotate independently. The entire process happens in less than half a second.
Do cats dream? Scientists believe they do. During sleep, a cat's brain passes through the same REM sleep phase as humans, the exact phase where dreams occur. While sleeping, cats twitch their paws, move their whiskers, flake their tails, and sometimes even make tiny sounds. Studies show that the same brain regions active during hunting or playing while awake become active again during sleep, which strongly suggests that cats relive moments from their day inside their dreams. If your cat chased a fly earlier, she may be chasing it again in her sleep.
4. Why do cats' eyes glow in the dark? When you walk into a dark room and suddenly see glowing cat eyes staring back at you, it feels almost supernatural. But the reason is hidden behind the retina. Cats have a special reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum. This mirror-like layer reflects light back through the retina, giving the eye a second chance to absorb every bit of available light. That's why cats can see in lighting conditions where humans see almost nothing. The glowing effect you see is simply reflected light bouncing back out through the pupil.
5. How do cats find their way home from hundreds of miles away? And scientists believe they use several navigation systems at once. One of them is magnetoreception, the ability to sense Earth's magnetic field using special cells containing magnetite found inside the brain. Cats also create an olfactory map using their extremely sensitive sense of smell. Every location has its own scent profile, and cats can follow familiar smells like a living GPS. Researchers also believe cats use the position of the sun as a solar compass to help determine direction during the journey home trip.
6. Why do cats hate water but love running faucet? That's because still water and moving water trigger completely different reactions in a cat's brain. Still water means soaked fur, which becomes heavy and reduces agility. But running water moves unpredictably, reflects light, changes shape, and makes sound, exactly like moving prey. And anything that behaves unpredictably activates a cat's hunting instinct. Your cat isn't trying to bathe. She's trying to catch the water. 7. Can cats jump 6 times their height? An average cat can leap over 6 times its own height from a standing position without any running start. The secret lies in the anatomy of the hind legs.
They're longer and packed with powerful muscles that work like springs, storing energy during the crouch and releasing it in one explosive burst. Before jumping, a cat carefully calculates distance, angle, and landing position within fractions of a second. That's why cats can land perfectly on incredibly narrow surfaces with unbelievable precision.
8. Can cats run faster than humans? Over short distances, a domestic cat can reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, faster than the fastest human ever recorded. A cat's flexible spine stretches and contracts like a spring with every stride, increasing the length of each leap. Their claws grip the ground like sprinting spikes, while powerful hind legs launch the body forward with explosive force. But cats are sprinters, not marathon runners. Their bodies are designed for short, intense bursts of speed that last only a few seconds.
9. Is every cat's nose print unique? Just like human fingerprints, every cat has a completely unique nose print. The tiny ridges and patterns on the surface of the nose are different in every single cat, even identical twins. Some shelters and veterinary clinics already use nose photographs as a form of identification. Scientists consider it one of the most reliable biometric markers a cat has because the pattern forms before birth and remains unchanged throughout life.
10. Why do cats sleep up to 16 hours a day? Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day because their brains are still programmed like wild predators. In the wild, hunting requires huge bursts of energy, so conserving energy between hunts becomes critical for survival. Even though house cats no longer hunt for food, the ancient biological programming remains unchanged. Their bodies automatically switch into sleep mode whenever possible to preserve energy, which is why your cat can fall asleep almost anywhere at any time.